A huge commitment I made with my wife yesterday on today's Think Share. Hello and welcome to the Think Share. My name's Zach. I'm here to bring to you what I'm thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to, reading about that doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. Yesterday, my wife and I closed on a multifamily home. The reason we chose to do multifamily is we wanted to have someone pay for our mortgage rather than us, and eventually have it become an asset, meaning something that puts money in my pocket rather than continuously taking money out of my pocket. I didn't want my asset to just be the equity that was being built up in the home, and instead I wanted it to be the money going into my bank account now instead of a future possible asset. One of the really interesting things that is going to be happening with it is me and my wife have a lot of differences in abilities. One thing I would say I'm good at is I'm an extrovert. I'm good at talking with people, making new friends. One of the things she's really good at is organizing things, calculating things, deciding whether to do things. And so one of the things she's really good at is gonna be renovating. For the most part, we're gonna have to split up tasks. So this is meant to be an asset. It's going to turn into a business, really. And people don't think about that. When it was interesting at the closing yesterday, one of the people said this couple got married, but then when they went to buy a house, one of the partners left because they did not want to have financial responsibility with that person. And really, when you think about starting a family with someone, choosing to own a home, you're entering into a business. Is it a trade-off of services and money? One of the things that we've learned about businesses, not by practice yet, but is from a book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. One of the great things they talked about is turning anything into a turnkey business. And one of the things that you gotta do to make a turnkey business is you need to organize things in such a way that anyone could do it, even if they don't have the training. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on the next maybe 48 hours, which I'm excited, nervous, but it's gonna be a fun learning experience, is working on an organizational chart. In the book, he talks about creating an organizational chart like a CEO, a COO, CFO, etc. Creating all these positions, even if it's just two people. He said it's useful because what happens is you start to break down a company into its accountabilities. So in terms of our company, it's going to be accountabilities of acquiring new properties. Some of it's going to be creating and deciding on and calculating renovations. It's going to be maintaining the relationship with tenants. It's going to be maintaining finances with tenants. It's going to be maintaining the property that the tenants are using. We have to create all of these different accountabilities, and what you can do is, once you have all those accountabilities defined, you can then outsource them and choose who's gonna take what. Once you have that, that is when you can start to have someone accountable for all the different positions. If you don't have that, that's when things get messy and you really can't introduce anyone new like an accountant or someone to your business. So I look forward to doing that in the next 48 hours or so. I look forward to sharing with you some of the things that we come up with, as I've never made an organizational chart, and it's gonna be fun creating a real estate business with my wife. In the comments, let me know what you think about real estate. Are you a multifamily owner? Have you decided to go for a single family home because you just wanna live there? What are you up to in the real estate world if you're young? What are the things you aspire to be? What kind of house do you want to own? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this and you want to hear more about especially my real estate adventures with my wife, I invite you to subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications every day I come out with something new. Thank you for watching. Stay weird, humans. Yay!